Hi everybody, this is Big Benedict. We're on part 6 of the guide for Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 on Prince of Darkness difficulty. This video precedes the boss fight in the next chapter, although I did lose the footage of the fight before you face the first acolyte, and I also did lose the footage of climbing up here. And you can't... This game isn't as concise as Lords of Shadow 1, and it doesn't have the literal pagination that the first game did with switching between the chapters and the sub-chapters. In this game, your only alternative besides restarting from the checkpoint is restarting the mission. And restarting the mission can sometimes send you way too far back than you want to start. But this section here is going to have you hit the demon who grabs Trevor. If you don't hit the guy within a certain amount of time, I would imagine like 10 seconds, maybe a little bit less, then the game will fail you. I never failed here, only on purpose when I tried to see what would happen without hitting him. So it's not anything that you'll struggle with at all, probably. So I did lose those two fights, and it's regrettable, but Fraps has a hard time dealing with the PS3 recording of it. I don't have any issues with the 360 hardly ever getting those files saved to my external hard drive, and it's just one of those ironies that I don't use the 360 too much and I use this more often. But that stab right there, that looks like the Million Cuts stab from Devil May Cry. It's an upgrade. I think it's just 4 squares or 5 squares, I think. It also could be the square hold. So this game has a lot of moves to it, but the moves transfer over. There's also a lot of special moves with the sword and the claws. And so far, I've only ever maxed out the blood whip. I haven't bought everything for the other weapons. It's highly possible if you're grinding for money. Okay, so there's the cutscene. What I did in that transition was I looked around for smashable objects, hit everything I could. The area that I moved the camera over to right there, that was an item that I already got. I don't like these sections where it just takes too long to walk. I edited out his walking on the blood path to this area. And then when you drop down here, you're going to be faced by just one enemy. But I'm going to prioritize smashing the breakable objects. And that's going to happen too when you're fighting. He'll hit the breakable objects, and I don't think that should happen. I think a priority system should be in place where if you're in combat, he doesn't ever aim at the breakable objects. One thing that does not work about this game is the lock-on, though. Especially in the garden section with Agrias, it doesn't work. Bottom line, I mean, it'll work for the first bell you throw your dagger at, but I've never been able to hit any of the other bells to distract him. That is just so fucking broken. It's not even funny. So, as much as I applaud this game and giving it, saying the best things about it that I can and casting it in the best light that I can because I'm a fan of it, it does have problems, and I'll be talking about those problems. Another issue is the loading times. They're not very good at all, but they're no worse than Lords of Shadow 1, but one would think that they would try to improve on the loading times. Even with an install, I installed the game. So we're going to be doing a few of these sections here, minor puzzles. Okay, and then as we exit here, we're going to be tasked with chewing the cable first, and this is a really bad jump over here. Not this is all fine if you're just going slowly enough. But the jump right before you start gnawing on the cable is horrible. And the only thing I could say that will make it better for you is to jump a lot sooner than you think you're supposed to jump. Because if you think you're supposed to just jump when logically it would have you jump, it's not the right time to. I even perished over here once. no matter what, I was going to leave in all the deaths, even if it was like 5 deaths with the rat over here. But it only ended up, I only died one time. It's just because I'm so used to doing this and compensating for it. And it doesn't matter if you jump or run over it when it's not sparking like that. See, I jumped over it when it was not sparking and I still got killed. So watch as I jump here. You're going to have to do it just a little bit sooner than you think. And see, somehow, see, he jumped right on it. That's bad too. That's another bad thing. Another cutscene. Skip those. And why? You see that? Why did it face me in that direction? I've never understood that about games. When they give you back the control of your character, like you're looking at his face. Why would I want to be looking at his face? I want to be looking in the direction I need to go. That's why I have to keep moving the camera without a camera reset, and it always pisses me off. Like every game could benefit from a camera reset, you know, except if it's a first-person game, but I don't play those. But anyway, right here, you want to hit the Golgoth guard, and then sneak up behind this guy and possess him, and then with him, just open the door. And then there's a fight after this, but like I said, I don't have the footage, and I can't restart unless I do the whole mission over again, which I don't want to do. So the next video will be the boss fight, and it's not tough whatsoever.